Hello, my friend. Welcome back. How are you feeling today? Talk to me. Okay. I know that you talk to me mentally, but I really love when you speak in front of the screen. Speak. Listen to your voice speaking English. But there are some people around me. I'm shy. Come on. Speak English. Let your family listen to you speaking English. Let your friends see you speak English. Let your co-workers see you speaking English. You are going to inspire people to study, to look for more knowledge, and that is amazing. When people see you speaking English, you are a positive reference for them. Okay? Speak. Today, we're going to study vocabulary related to education. Vocabulary related to school, to university, to courses. How do we call the different subjects in English? How do we call the professionals involved in education? We're going to study in this class. But before we start, I always invite you to isolate distractions. And this thing here is a great tool. Maybe you are studying in front of your cell phone. Fantastic. But when you were studying, I recommend you to put your cell phone on flight mode. This way you don't receive calls. You don't receive notifications. You don't receive messages. I always leave my cell phone on flight mode during our classes because I like to be 100% dedicated to you. I like to be 100% focused in your learning. And if my cell phone is vibrating next to me or ringing, man, it's impossible. It calls me to look at the screen. It calls me to see where the noise is. And I don't want this to happen during our classes. So my cell phone is on flight mode. And now, before we start our class, let's stretch. Let's activate our brain. Sometimes we are a bit tired, we are stressed. Let's activate our body, our mind, our spirit. Let's align all the things to be concentrated, to get the most of this class, to take 100% of the juice from this class. Okay? Today we're going to stretch like this. Probably you are not seeing my right arm, but stretch like this. You are going to open your arms and you're going to take your arms to the back and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now you are going to do this with your arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're going to put behind your head, let me take the mic here. You're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, release your arms, release your shoulders. Now we're going to breathe in and breathe out. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, breathe out. Now we're going to do this a bit differently. We're going to do breathe in 3 times, and we're going to breathe out only once. We're going to do once more. All right. Now, if you can, isolate distractions. Close the window. Close the door. Sit down comfortably. Grab pen, paper. Take notes. If you need to watch these classes, visit our platform. You can repeat the classes. You can watch them again. I am here to serve you. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's start studying the subjects at school. We have different areas of knowledge. For example, social studies. In social studies, we have geography, we have history. What else? We have the languages. In our case, we study Portuguese and English. In some schools, we study Spanish. Then we have subjects related to nature, biology, chemistry, physics. Then we have the subjects related to mathematics, calculus, algebra. Then we have subjects related to arts, literature. In some schools you have a choir, you have an orchestra, you have a band, Another area, sports. At school, you have physical education. You have soccer, basketball, volleyball, handball, tennis. I think these are the most common sports. And when we talk about sports, I remember a class I want to share with you. Instead of talking about sports and exercise, I will invite you to watch something related to it. 3, 2, 1. I go walking. This is what I'm doing here. I go walking. If my speed is higher, like I'm trying to do here, I'm not the best example to walk, okay? You know the reasons. But if I do this, I'm jogging. So I go jogging. I can say I go jogging once a week. And if I increase velocity, which is not very appropriate to me, I go running. So if my speed is higher, I go running. I go walking, I go jogging, I go running. As I'm getting tired, I'm decreasing the speed here to keep talking about other sports. I also go biking. I also go biking. The sports I do aerobics, I do weight training here, weight training that people are doing here at the gym, and I do yoga, I do Pilates. The sports I play basketball, I play soccer, I'm tired already. I play volleyball, I play handball, all these other sports, okay? What sports do you play? What sports do you do? How often do you exercise? Comment here. Thank you very much. I'm always falling down here. Thank you. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class. Yes. Remember, we go walking, we go biking, we go running. We do aerobics. We do weight training. We do jiu-jitsu, karate, judo. We do capoeira. No, capoeira we play. We play capoeira. We play soccer. We play basketball. We play. What else? Tennis. All right? Let's get to the subjects and vocabulary related to each subject. The first subject I told you was geography, right? Within social studies, we have geography. In geography, we study the maps. We study the countries, the continents. In geography, we study the seas, the oceans, mountains, islands, beaches, cities. We study population. In geography, we study the time zones. I live in Campo Grande. If you live in São Paulo, you are 1 hour ahead of me. The different time zones are studied in geography. Another subject from the social studies, I'm feeling my back. Another subject from the social studies is history. In history, we study yes, we study history, how the countries were built, how the countries were discovered, how the countries were colonized. We study this in history. We study economy, we study growth, we look back and analyze the facts that happened in the past. Then I mentioned the subjects related to nature, right? And the first I told you was biology. In biology, we study life. The name biology means the study of life. Everything that is alive is studied in biology. Plants, the human being, the lands, the fertility of soils, the flowers. By the way, what's your favorite flower? Okay, one of my favorite flowers is the orchid. And once I was in Spain. I was backpacking in Europe. And I was in this museum, this botanic museum in Madrid. And I'll never forget, I arrived at this wall and there were hundreds of orchids. And I started to read about them. And I read that the orchid is the plant with most variations. Orchids are the flowers, the plants that have the most number of variations in its species. It's very nice. I love orchids. What else we study in biology? Animals. We study the animals in biology. Dogs, cats, cows, pigs, horses, bulls, sheep, chicken, bird. I'm thinking here about the animals to give you this vocabulary. Elephant, rhino, lion, tiger, zebra. What else? If you remember more animals, please comment here. Help me with this vocabulary, okay? Okay, the next subject I told you within the nature area was chemistry. In chemistry, with this, we study the formula of components, how the things are formed, hydrogen, oxygen, gold, silver, bronze. We study the elements of nature in its primary form, the atoms, the smallest things we study in chemistry. And physics. Physics show us the forces of nature. In physics, we study gravity, we study inertia, we study, what's the name of that thing that don't let things go? For example, it's the resistance. I'm not remembering here the name that I want to tell you. But the resistance, the forces of nature. Isaac Newton was the most famous physicist in our history. And then I mentioned mathematics, calculus, to calculate things. Plus, minus, times, divided. We study the numbers in mathematics. And we also have algebra. We study the shapes, triangle, circle, rectangle, square. Okay? My favorite subjects were always related to social studies. I was not a very good student of mathematics, of physics, of chemistry, I have to confess. But these are the subjects. And from the subjects, from these basic subjects, we move to the professions. Because sometimes we have this preparation in courses, in technical courses. And then we have the professions. Firefighter, police officer, accountant, carpenter, mechanic, lawyer, doctor, nurse, paramedic, plumber, locksmith. What else? Receptionist. What else? Manager. Teacher. These are different professions. The firefighter works for fighting fire. The accountant will do the accountancy, will organize the papers, the taxes, the declarations. The doctors will take care of our health. The lawyers will study the law. We will understand our rights. The receptionist is the person related to organizing the calendar of some people. The paramedic is that person that helps in the ambulance. The police officer is responsible for our security, for law, for order in our cities. The teacher is responsible for teaching. And I always believe that the best lesson is given by example. I love to see dedicated teachers, teachers that arrive on time, teachers that study what they teach, teachers that are always looking for alternative ways to teach better, to teach more effectively. Good teachers change the world. I believe this. What else about the professions I mentioned? I think that's it. In your opinion, what are 3 positive attitudes of a professional? I remembered here now that I mentioned carpenter. The carpenter will take care of wood. He will build furniture. He will build doors. He will make tables. The plumber will organize the pipes where the water flows. The mechanic will fix our cars. We'll see what's wrong with the machines. Every professional has its use. Every profession is useful. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's see people involved in your school. There are many people within the education community. Can be at your university, at your school. Let's think about them. First thing, Mr. Felipe Dib. The topic today is school. First, when I think about a school, I start thinking about the suppliers. The suppliers. The professionals that bring food. The professionals that bring energy. The professionals that bring water. There are people involved in these areas. The food comes from farmers, then from industries, then from companies. The energy comes from companies, electric companies. The water comes from companies, electric companies. The professionals that work in these companies are electricians. Professionals that work with water are the plumbers. Then we have maintenance. To keep your school safe, you have the guard. To keep school safe. You have the janitor. To keep school clean. You have the coordination. To keep the professionals organized. And then we have suppliers, we have maintenance, and then I see learning. Learning is made by two players, teachers and students. So this is the organization chart of a school. From what I am thinking, I'm sure there are many details and many other professionals involved, but when I think basically about a school, about an education place, I think about the suppliers, people who will bring the food, people who will bring the energy and the water. When I think about maintenance, I think about the professionals involved in the security, in the cleaning, and the coordination to organize the professionals. And when I think about education, the most important thing, learning. And the two players are the teachers and the students. And my question to you is, what makes education effective? What are the attitudes of the best teachers? According to my point of view, the best teachers are the guys who arrive early, who pay attention in their students, who study. Good teachers read. Good teachers listen to their students. Good teachers are demanding. Yes, I believe we must demand from our students. I demand from you. I teach you with love, with affection, with all my heart, and I want to see your feedback. I want to see your participation. I want to see your notes on your notebook. I want to listen to your voice speaking English. And all these attitudes from the teachers must be the attitudes of the students. Good students study, good students read, good students pay attention, good students do their homework. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. I'm here to tell you the importance to show respect for everyone. When you come to your school or to your work, if you see a janitor, say good morning. Show your gratitude to these people. Say good morning to the guard. Say good afternoon to the janitor. Let's walk. I know that sometimes you were worried with your appearance. You were worried if you are looking good, if you were fat, if you were thin, if you were strong, if you were weak. I know. I am worried about my appearance too, and I'm always trying to look good. But we should never forget the other people, the other person. At school, there are teachers, there are coordinators, there are guards, janitors, workers that deserve our respect. And we should show gratitude for these guys. How do we show the gratitude? By looking into their eyes, by smiling. Smile. Smile. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. Unbelievable. Sometimes I watch you learning and I think to myself, wow, I love to see your growth. When you were learning new things, when you were discovering new knowledge. This is amazing. Congratulations. To me, it means you are progressing. And when we feel progress, we feel happiness. They are very connected. Happiness and progress are super connected. I finished this class saying that my respect for dedicated parents and my respect for dedicated teachers is forever. Parents and teachers play the most important role in our society. Parents give example to their kids. Teachers give example to their students. I hope you are a phenomenal teacher. I hope you are a fantastic parent. What's the name of your favorite teacher? Comment here. That person that was meaningful to you. That person that inspired you. Comment the name of your teacher here. Thank you very much. I am Felipe Dib. See you next class.